We boarded Royal Caribbean's brand new $2 billion Star of the Seas, and this ship was fantastic. From the jaw-dropping design to the endless things to do, it truly feels like a floating city. We explored a lot of this ship, tried amazing food, and experienced top-notch entertainment. So come along with us as we share this unforgettable adventure. This is quite a view. We're about to board the Star of the Seas. We got a nice view from the rooftop of the garage, so let's go as we board this brand new ship. It smells so good. We made it aboard the brand spanking new Star of the Seas. We're here for a 4-night cruise, and it's the first revenue sailing, and we're going to see what we can do and see in those 4 nights. So we're headed to F1.
F1,
and it looks like it's right on deck 5 off the promenade.
Oh.
Okay, so we did our muster, and now we're going to run over to Valero's and grab our cups because we do have the drink package. So when you get a certain drink package, you have soda included that you can use at the freestyle machine. So we're going to grab our cups so we can be able to do that. So we just got on board, and after we went to our muster station, we decided to come get some lunch, and we decided instead of going to the Windjammer or anywhere else, we would come up to the Aquadome Market. So that's what we've done. They have a lot of different things to select from up here, which is really great. They have La Cucina, which is a Mexican type restaurant. They have Feta, which is Mediterranean. There's Pig Out Barbecue, which sounds good. And then there's Mai Tai, a Thai place. So all of this is included in your cruise fare, and we'll have to try some of it. And then there's also a station that makes crepes that look absolutely delicious. So what did you get, honey, that you started eating?
I already started eating, yes. I've got this wonderful rice, flavored rice.
Okay.
And then I got the Greek chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And the feta and cucumber and tomato.
I got that too.
Yeah.
And I got the pita with some chicken, some vegetables, some red onion, and some tomatoes. And it's delicious. They were added tzatziki sauce when I went up there, so I'm going to keep checking because I'd like it. But even without it, it's very good. So right off the Aquadome Market is the Aquadome Theater, and that's where they put on the Aqua Show at night. So let's leave here and go check it out. So like I said, right off the Aquadome Market is the Aquadome Theater, and this is where they put on the Aqua Show called Cork on the Star of the Seas, and we saw one on the Icon of the Seas, and it was excellent. So also up here you have Hook Seafood, and you also have this fancy schmancy Royal Caribbean store. Okay, so we're gonna have our first drink at the Lime and Coconut, and then we're gonna go continue to explore this ship. I got the Tropical Melon Blast, which is pina colada and watermelon, and it's delicious, and it's a great combination. And it comes really in this very nice cup. It's so good. This was a favorite of mine when we were on the Icon of the Seas, and I can link our Icon video below if you want to see it, but it's still very good. And what did you get, honey, as if I need to ask?
I got a Coors Light. It is refreshingly frigid.
But it looks like a small can.
Yeah, it's a little different shape.
And I noticed that they shrunk the Diet Coke cans as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're shorter.
Yeah.
The Diet Coke is a little shorter and fatter.
So we're sitting back at the Lime and Coconut, the frozen drink, where they have the frozen drinks. There's several Lime and Coconut bars on the ship. And all of a sudden a bar crawl came in. And there's a ton of people here. They're starting their bar crawl early. But it's just a 4-night cruise, so I guess that makes sense. You gotta hit the ground running.
Absolutely.
We're not part of the bar crawl, because we want to show you guys the ship, but it sounds like fun, and you can join a bar crawl if you're on the ship. So since we're on the first paid sailing, we're meeting actually a lot of content creators and bloggers, and it's really exciting. So we've gotten to see a couple people so far, and people that we follow. And speaking of following, if you like this content, please feel free to follow our channel, hit the like button, hit that notification button so you know when we put out all our videos, because it means the world to us and it doesn't cost you anything. In the aft of the ship on deck 15 is the hideaway. This is an adults only area that's got some great seating, a wonderful pool, a fantastic bar, and some whirlpools, and a great way to spend the day if you want an adults only experience. On the main pool deck, which is deck 14, there's a lot of seating, there's a huge pool, there's hot tubs, and there's also the familiar favorite for Royal Caribbean, El Loco Fresh.
El Loco Fresh is a casual, complimentary Mexican buffet on Royal Caribbean ships. It serves things like beef burritos, carnitas, tacos. It has mole sauce, salsa, and salsa verde. We didn't get to eat at El Loco Fresh while we were on this sailing, but we've eaten there many times on other ships, and it really is absolutely delicious, and it's a nice quick bite to eat if you want a snack.
Right on deck 5 on the promenade is the Pearl. And again, this is a beautiful piece of art that starts on deck 5 and goes up to deck 6. And then up on deck 6 is the Pearl Cafe, where you can grab some quick bites. And it's really a spectacular sight when you walk onto the ship and you see the Pearl. It's a wonderful addition to the promenade. So our room is 704 on deck 7. And so this is where you'll find your keys right here. So we're going to pull out our key and we're going to open our door and explore and go in. Okay, let's take a look at our room. First of all, it has a beautiful, large, king-size bed that I assume is brand new, that barely anybody has slept in, and so it looks pretty comfortable. Feels like a Royal Caribbean bed, which have a feeling if you've stayed on Royal Caribbean before. It has a very nice couch that is nice and new and firm to sit on. There's a nice spacious desk with a nice mirror and a place to work or put on your makeup with a little extra table to the right. There's drawers, there's a little refrigerator, there are USB ports, there's European plugs, and then there's American plugs. Right off at the end of the bed, there's some extra storage with some shelves, also some more USB ports. And these shelves come in handy if you want to put like suntan lotion or any extras that belong here that maybe don't need to be put away in a cupboard or a drawer or a closet. On either side of the bed, there's plug, there's USB, and then there's a lamp on each side of the bed. And then there's a lot of closet space, a lot of hanging closet space. And then there's no drawers, but there's these baskets. And I remember with Icon of the Seas, I didn't really like them that much. I was hoping they would replace them, but they didn't. So you have the baskets here. Maybe on the Legend of the Seas that comes out next year. And then you have your standard bathroom with a shower, a sink, a toilet, and there's also some shelving in here as well to put some of your toiletries and things like that. It's a typical stateroom bathroom, but it's plenty of room for you to do what you need to do in the bathroom. And then we have an ocean view balcony room, which is a standard balcony. So there's a couple of different choices on this ship. You can have a standard balcony or you can have an infinite balcony. I chose a standard balcony for our sailing, but you can choose between the two when you're looking at the ocean view balcony. So I'm just sitting here waiting to sail away. I think we've been a little bit delayed. There was an alpha call, which means there's a medical emergency, and I think it was kind of happening right as we were ready to sail away. So I'm just sitting here in the shade, and poor Mark is trying to get some footage so when we sail away, he'll get some time lapse. And it's so hot and he's in the blaring sun. I feel so bad for him. But every time he walks away, someone comes over and he's afraid they're gonna like push the camera or touch the camera or something. So the poor guy is just like over there in the blaring heat. Oh, he's gonna need a cold one after this to drink and in the pool. We are sailing away on the magnificent Star of the Seas. It's a hot day here in Port Canaveral, but we are getting ready to sail away and begin this fantastic cruise on this absolutely stunning ship. Right here on deck 16, we have base camp. And base camp is a really nice place to sit, have some snack. Everything that's here in base camp is included in your cruise fare, which is great because on the Icon of the Seas, it was different. They had a couple of upcharge options. This one is all included in your cruise fare, and it's a phenomenal place to hang out. And base camp is right next to Thrill Island, where all of the slides are. So you can get off the slide, come over to base camp, and have something to eat or drink. Sitting in base camp, we just sailed away. Mark's just packing some things up, and he's going to join me. And you can see by my face, it's hot. It was hot back there for sail away. Base camp is a wonderful place on this ship. It's covered. There's a breeze. It was one of my favorite spots on the Icon. And I think it's one of my favorite spots on this ship as well because it's comfortable seating. There's tables, there's food, there's drink, there's wonderful company, and it's a great place to sit and relax, which is what I'm doing right now to try to cure my red face. How you feeling, honey? That was a tough sail away.
That was 2 hours.
Yeah.
In the sun.
Like no relief. I bagged out. Like I just showed them my face. I probably would have fainted. You deserve a medal.
And you know what? It was for 14 seconds of video.
One of the things on this new ship, just like on a lot of other new ships, are the destination elevators. You choose the floor you want to go to, you press the button, and the elevator takes you there. It's very convenient, and it disperses the crowds in the elevators for sure. We're going to go to the Windjammer for dinner tonight.
We are.
We were tired. We didn't feel like going to the dining room, so to the Windjammer we go.
I got a little mac and cheese.
Okay.
Some vegetables.
Lots of broccoli.
Steamed vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah. Some rice and some kohlrabi.
Oh, okay. All right.
Something different.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get mine.
What
and
did
I
you
got
get?
some prime rib, some steak, looks like New York strip, not sure about it, and some mashed potatoes and a roll. And so I'm gonna eat that and let you know how it is. For dessert, I got these donuts and put some caramel sauce on it and then a chocolate chip cookie. They have a lot to choose from.
It's a peanut caramel assortment with some fruit and an apple crisp with a scoop of ice cream.
Let's go check out what's in the Royal Caribbean store.
Okay.
Star of the Seas stuff.
Inaugural season.
That's a large. They have some nice Star of the Seas merch and inaugural merch, which is nice to see. Some cute Star of the Seas things. I like this. Sometimes you go onto cruise ships and it's just the name of the line, not necessarily the name of the ship, so this is nice. I know Mark's looking for his hat. I like this little purple sweatshirt. That's nice.
It's beautiful.
It's a pretty shirt. It's a pretty color.
I spy
Nice.
some hats, but I don't know if you like any of them.
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it's a huge selection. And you can get your Star of the Seas coin if you want. Some people like to collect those. So this is the dueling piano show, and it's so much fun on Royal Caribbean. We had so much fun on the Icon. We came up late because we ate a little later. So we're going to come another night because you have to come early to get a seat because look at the crowd. And it's standing room only right now, but it's such a fun show. So we made it into the dueling piano show, and we found some seats, so we're enjoying the show. It's fantastic as usual. That was amazing. That box was amazing.
Very cool.
That dueling piano show was so good. They played for like an hour and 15 minutes, and it was phenomenal. I think it's one of the best dueling piano shows. The one on the Icon was just as good. These piano players and vocalists have energy. They engage with the crowd. It was just fantastic. We loved it. If you're going to be on the Icon of the Seas or the Star of the Seas, I highly recommend going to the dueling piano show. As it gets closer to 10 o'clock, it gets a little adult oriented. So this show started at 8:30 or 8:45, and they were still playing at 10 o'clock, and it got a little more adult oriented, but it was a lot of fun. You will definitely enjoy it. Hey, if you're thinking about booking a Royal Caribbean cruise, any other cruise line or any other trip for that matter, I'd love to help you plan. I'm a travel agent, and all my information is in the description below. So if you want the peace of mind of working with someone who will take care of all the details for you, all my information is in the description below.
Well, that's it for today's adventure. In our next episode, we'll continue exploring this massive ship, try some more amazing food, hang by the pool for a little relaxation, and take in some incredible entertainment. You definitely don't want to miss it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when our next episode is live. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.